Anyway. Hey, me and Matt here. So, I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time, and I just want to get something off my chest. I was watching Conan O'Brien a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about this thing, this place in the States somewhere. I don't know what state exactly. And he kept calling it N-word. So obviously it's called niggerwood. Um, so he gets this comedian, a black comedian, to come out, and he's talking about niggerwood and all this other stuff, and what exactly place it is. And then after his speech, Conan goes, "So where are you going to next?" And the guy goes, "Cracker Barrel." So meaning that he was saying black person telling a white person because white person is a cracker. So that's what we have to know. My problem is that you know what year is it? That's what I wanna know. I wanna ask everybody, what year is it? Because we are so sensitive to the world today with our racism. I'm not a racist. I don't go around spreading hate. I like everybody, you know. I like everybody. Doesn't matter what religion you are, what race you are. You're all human beings. I like you. But I see a lot of black comedians, and it just they like Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, they all sometimes use the word cracker or honky. Actually, not honky. I think Richard Pryor was probably the only one that used honky, but White Devil, and it's just like, okay, so when Michael Richards went on stage and he spouted the N word all over the place because he obviously saw somebody in the audience he didn't care for. And I understand why people were like, oh my god, Kramer just started being racist. And I understood that. But if you saw a comedian, he wasn't angry, he wasn't mad. And he was just in conversation saying, oh, blah, 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 nigger, whatever. And I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm thinking, it really just, it's a double standard thing, is what it is. And the point that I'm trying to make here is, why is it that we have to use words like that? And it's not just black and white, it's, people, Middle Eastern, Orientals, I saw an interview with Iggy Pop, and he said packy shops. So yeah, I can understand why that would offend people. Another good example of it is one of my favorite comedians of all time, Russell Peters. If you seen Red, White, and Brown, um, he doesn't leave anybody out, and he'll say anything, But one word that he hates is packy. And I can understand that because he says when he was a kid, people were nasty to him and they called him Packy, and he was East Indian. Or he was Canadian born, but his parents were East Indian, so therefore he was East Indian. Or he looked East Indian. So he hates that word. He hates it with a passion. But here's a guy who has no problem going on stage and saying other racial slurs like nigger or chink or you know, even using the word retard. I'll get to that one in the future maybe because that there is something there that rubs me the wrong way as well. But there's gotta be a line somewhere, you know. You don't see white people saying that. You don't see white comedians going on stage and saying that. Just people of color. You know, and I think, you know what, that's wrong. I don't think anyone should have to use those words. Not anymore. You know? And you know, double standards don't have to be racist. I mean, it happens. It's, you know, sexism as well. You know? If a guy hits a woman, it's not good. It's bad. It's abusive. But if a woman hits a man, it seems to me that it's out of self-defense. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the impression that I always get. Women always seem to get better treatment than men nowadays because there are women's shelters, you know, there's everything you can even think of, you know, so if something happens with a marriage, that's what the woman can turn to if they can't turn to the family. Guys, well, I guess we could fend for ourselves. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I don't know because I'm not in a relationship right now. So, or I don't know if ever. But anyways, yeah, you know that's something I really want to get out off my chest. You know, because that irritates the hell out of me because of you know I understand why white people can't use the N word. I understand it. And I've said understand way too many times in this video. But I understand. I know why white people can't use it. Well, why can black people call white people crackers? Or honkies? Or whatever you will. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things there that you know don't make sense. But I didn't make this video to get anyone's you know to get anyone pissed off or anything. But anyways, on that note, actually, 2 days ago, I lost another comedian. Patrice O'Neill died of a stroke at the age of 44. So he was really funny. Another one of my favorites actually, because he was really funny. Anyways, that's it for me. Yeah. Okay. Bye.